Hey everybody, I'm Dave Guerra. Welcome, good evening. I'm going to give it just a second. I am on, what is it, today's the ninth, and day 8. There we go, day 8 of the video every day in August. How are you? There we go. Had some problems with the light yesterday. I was going to try to figure out what to do, and I think I just figured it out, so not too shabby. Good evening. Good. Hope you had a great Tuesday, August 9. There's something about August 9 that's just not ringing a bell for me. My hair's all over the place. It was a windy day somewhere. Just something about August 9. So if you know anything about August 9 and what it represents, what significant event happened on this day, please let me know. It's just escaping me, but it's sitting there. It's like it's one of those days. You know, the next significant date coming up is August 13. 1961, the day the Berlin Wall went up. That's right. Hey, thanks for watching. If you're watching on live, I do appreciate you pressing and joining up and watching. I do hope you stay to the end. And if not, well, it's great to have you. And those of you that are watching on replay, well, you should be watching it live because it's live, it's interactive, and I want to definitely interact with you. So, but hey, you're watching on replay, and hey, I do appreciate that as well. So thank you for clicking and then pressing the play button right about there is where you press the play button. Thank you very much. My name is David Guerra. I am the author of The Walking Leader. That's my first leadership book, and then the follow-up book to that is called Great to Follow: The 20 Rules to Becoming a Better Follower and a Leader That's Great to Follow. You play on that? That's pretty cool. Anyway, moving on. So I'm here every day. Today is August 9th, and I've been here since the 2nd. So this is my 8th day in a row of video every day in August, VEDA. And big shout out to my good friend, Andrea Sanchez, A Sanchez 16 on Twitter. So you're getting all that? Yeah, there you go. A Sanchez 16 on Twitter. And we just finished our hashtag Dare to Be tweet chat every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. It's an hour of fun, information, and learning and sharing from a great group of people. And I do invite you to join us. If you're not too sure, look up the hashtag Dare to Be. That's right here. Hashtag Dare to Be. Look that up online on Twitter and just kind of get a feel for what's going on. And then obviously Tuesday evenings, join us live. Well, get on to today's questions. You saw that up front. It's in the title. I asked the questions. If you're here, you're more than welcome to chime in. You're more than welcome to give me your answer, but I will give you my answer and why it's my answer. So the question is, what is your proudest achievement? Accomplishment, sorry, not achievement, accomplishment. What have you accomplished? Now, many people will say, oh, well, that I've built a successful career. That's an accomplishment. Other people will say, oh, I've written two books. That's definitely an accomplishment. They're not easy to write, but you get out there and you start pen to paper or keys on the kick. You click the keys on the kick, stop, rewind. Here we go. You click the keys on the keyboard. You make it happen, one letter at a time, one word at a time, one paragraph, one sentence, one paragraph, one chapter at a time. That's how you do it. It's how I did it. But what is your greatest accomplishment? Other people will say, well, I graduated. I was the first one in my school to graduate from high school. First one in my family to graduate from high school. First one in my family to graduate from college. First one in my family to graduate with a master's degree. Pretty cool. Congratulations. A lot of hard work goes into it. And usually those accomplishments are a lot of hard work. And unfortunately, this one is kind of, well, it is hard work. It's hard work 100% of the time. It's not unfortunate. Buying a home, buying a car, paying your bills, getting up every day, putting your feet on the ground, making it happen. That's an accomplishment in itself. Because you got to get up, you got to get that motivation to get going and make things happen. See, no one's just going to no one's going to come knocking at your door and say, hey, look, here's $20 million for the rest of your life. It's not going to happen. You've got to get out there and do it. So, your most proudest accomplishment, though, is well, in my case, it's my kids. It's my kids, definitely. And I'm not done. So it's not an accomplishment yet, but it's an accomplishment to this moment in time. A lot of hard work there, too. You got to get up, got to teach them right, got to show them the right paths, got to teach them not to take people's nonsense. But you also have to show them how to be empathetic, how to show empathy. Sorry about that. How to show sympathy when sympathy is needed, and know when and which ones apply. So because not always a situation requires sympathy. Just like, there's just going to be some situations where empathy is going to be the only thing you can do. And it's difficult because if you come from a place in time where empathy was not in the books, it wasn't something that was taught in the family line, and that's okay. But at some point you've got to realize that saying things when situations you have no idea what they're going through, you have absolutely no idea how serious a physical ailment is, and you can't say, oh, I understand, because unless you've had that same physical ailment, you really do not understand. It's just that simple. So jumping out of accomplishments, but it's one of those things that it's hard work. It really, truly is. And anything worthwhile is hard work. And your kids are definitely worth the while. Definitely worth the while. And when you give up on them, and I've known some people that have given up on their kids, it's terrible, it's sad, but, that's their situation. I can't say anything more. I just see it as a third party observer, somebody outside. I don't know the inner workings, but I do know that, and what I see is it's just sad. And that's okay. It happens. But that's where the kids themselves that one day are going to have to reach deep down inside and say, you know what, I'm going to rise above that. And that is going to be their greatest, proudest accomplishment. It's true. Oh, man. So if you're online here, I'm not too sure. I do appreciate, throw me a little hearts. Click on the little man down there or little figure. I'm sorry. Not too sure if it's male or female, so I apologize. But I will say figure. And I thank you for your time. Share this if you like this. Swipe to the right if you're on iOS, or swipe up if you're on Android. Swipe up or to the right, and then click on the share button and click on share. So I thank you for your time. I do appreciate you stopping by. I do appreciate you listening to my rantings and my ravings. But I will be back tomorrow, so I would appreciate for you to come back and just take a listen. It's usually about this time, about 8:15. I kind of want to do it 8:15. There's a couple of other Periscopes that go on throughout the days and throughout the day, and I really like them. And for the most part, I seem to have found 8:15 to be that quiet time. So if you're in between Periscopes, I thank you. If you are just saw my thing pop up there on Twitter, and I appreciate you clicking. And everybody else that's watching on replay, thank you very much. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great evening.